Yo, what's up, guys? Joker bringing you another video for the day six reveals for the Trailblazers Reloaded League. And today we actually kind of got a two-parter. We got clarification that Last Recall is going to be coming back. In case you don't know, Recall is a relic that allows you to teleport back to the last spot you teleported away from. So like let's say you're at the nature altar, right? And you teleport to Castle Wars. All you have to do is hit last recall and you'll be able to go back directly into the nature altar. It's great for a lot of things. Some of the main uses were rune crafting, Kwamban fishing, um, pretty much anything actually. It has so many uses. Like it's so good to just be able to instantly teleport. You could even teleport out of a Slayer task, get a refill of supplies, and instantly teleport back. Think of something like the cave horror spot, right? Where it's kind of like in a niche nowhere space. You're able to just teleport out and then teleport directly back into that cave. It adds a huge amount of quality of life, a little bit of micromanaging because it has to be the last spot you teleport from. So like if you use a house teleport and then you use a portal nexus or a jewelry box in your house, then you're going to go back to your house. You won't go back to the last spot you teleported away from, if that makes sense. And the second part of this day six reveal that we got is all of the tier one relics. So now we have clarification of what the three starting relics for the Trailblazers Reloaded League are going to be. We have Trickster, so we went over that already. We have Production Prodigy, which essentially is super handy for any type of scaling. When you do the following activities, all items are processed at once: smelting ore, smelting bars, making cannonballs, fletching, stringing bows, cutting bolt tips, cleaning herbs, making potions, making jugs of wine, crafting leather, uncut gems, glass blowing, jewelry, pottery, battle staves, spinning flax or wool, and then full EXP is given. On top of that, there's a 25% chance that you're going to make additional resources. I believe this is a 25% chance per inventory, not per item. I don't remember exactly if it could proc multiple times in the same inventory. Like if you got super lucky, you just make 56 of something instead of 28. I'm pretty sure it didn't do that. I'm pretty sure it only could proc once, but they may change it. The wording doesn't really specify how many times it can proc. If it's anything like RS3 with like the portable skilling stations, then it can proc multiple times per inventory. And most likely on average, you're probably going to get 3 or 4 extra items per inventory if you're doing a full 28 items. Obviously, if you're doing something like stringing bows where you only have 14 spots, then you're probably only going to get it once. On top of that, all crafting, smithing, herblore, fletching, and cooking levels are boosted by a passive plus 12. So this is going to be super convenient for early game, allowing you to get to those main mid-tier goals, those 70s or 80s. You really only need to get a max of a 68 in any of these stats to really get to that end game for the crafting, the smithing, herblore, right? Because majority of potions that you use are going to be like 80 or less. The reason why I say 80 is I believe 80 is Ceradomin brew. So it's going to go ahead and make it easy for you to get jewelries and armor, everything that you really need. It's 12 levels. So that's an insane amount of EXP once you get to those higher levels. You all know that. Up next, we have probably the least chosen relic, and that's going to be Endless Harvest. Just much like the ranged relic, I feel like this didn't get enough love. This is going to be resources gathered from fishing, woodcutting, and mining are doubled. All resources gathered by this relic are sent directly to your bank, and then items which cannot normally be banked will be placed in your inventory instead. Tip: if you fill your bank with bank fillers, the resources will go to your inventory instead. This, in my opinion, is the most underwhelming relic that we have seen. I don't know why you would choose this over Trickster or Production Prodigy. There's really no reason that I can think of. Yes, it is convenient, but it's not going to beat out doing entire inventories of crafting plus a free plus 12 boost, or the ability to gain passive agility exp and afk pickpocketing, as well as making sure that you can't fail thieving, agility, hunter, or fire making activities. Like, this just isn't balanced in the same tier as those others. I feel like this would have to be maybe a times 4 multiplier to really make this competitive. Like, this would have to be buffed. I can't think of any reason why you would want to choose this over Production Prodigy or Trickster, just like the Range Relic. I can't think of any reason you would choose that over the Melee or the Mage one. Same thing here. And if anyone goes ranged in this harvest, I don't even know what to say. That's going to be my first impressions of these relics, my opinions on which one you should choose. I feel like I'm going to make another video going over Production Prodigy versus Trickster and give some like pros and cons of each of them, some reasons why you may want to choose each one, because honestly, in my opinion, these two are a coin flip. You can choose either one of these and have a really good league. Under no circumstance should you choose Endless Harvest. They would have to make this like a times 4 or a times 6 multiplier to make this even remotely competitive with these other two. Don't choose Endless Harvest. But like I said, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with this and future content. And until next time, take care.